Yo, what is good YouTube? I am Richie Kim and today is the last day of 2018 and I thought it's the perfect time to bring you my top 5 shoes of 2018. Just keep in mind that the order that I'm about to give you the shoes is in no particular order. They're all great and they all excel in certain areas. Some shoes performing better than other shoes in key aspects. So just keep that in mind that this is in no particular order whatsoever. So I was really debating if I should put the Curry 6 in my top shoes of 2018. Technically the Curry 6 did release on December 26th of 2018, which is only 5 days ago. And you know, I have put in quite a lot of hours in that shoe already, but I didn't put it on this list because the actual general release colorway doesn't release until January 4th of 2019. So I just didn't put it on this list. Otherwise, it would have definitely been up there. But it is what it is, and I just wanted to let you all know why the Curry 6 isn't on this list. In 2018, there were a lot of great performance basketball shoes that were released. A lot which I did do reviews on, and then there are some that I didn't review, so they won't be featured on this list. But I pretty much think that I got the best ones of 2018, so here they are. So the first shoe on my list is actually a runner-up, so I'd say give it like the number 6 spot, even though the next 5 aren't in any particular order. So this is the runner-up, and that is the Jordan Why Not 0.1 Low. So as you all know, Russell Westbrook finally got his first signature shoe with Jordan Brand, and it was a Why Not 0.1, and that one had a strap on it, and that strap just killed my foot so bad, especially around my ankle. It just like dug into that area and it gave me blisters, and it really wasn't fun. But when they released the low, I fell in love with that shoe. It is extremely fun to play in. It has full-length zoom. The materials are nice. They offer a lot of containment and support. That thing is a monster in the support sector. You aren't going to have any problems whatsoever support-wise. The one thing that really held back that shoe from getting into my top 5 shoes of 2018 is the fact that the traction wasn't as good as these other 5 shoes. The traction was pretty good, but it could have been a lot better. When dust collected on that thing, you'd just be slipping everywhere and you'd have to constantly wipe. But the traction was just atrocious on dust. Even when you're playing on like mildly dusty courts, you would still have slip-ups. And for me as a player, I cannot skimp on traction. Like, I really need that great traction. And if it's slipping on mildly dusty courts, that kind of sucks. But like I said, it's not that the traction was bad. It was fine. Just dust does affect it, and you will have to wipe to maintain that good traction. Although there were some colorways of the outsole, which I tried in particular, the black outsole. It's a great shoe. Traction was okay, but dust was a problem. So that's why this shoe is a runner-up on my list. So moving into my personal top 5 best shoes of 2018, we're gonna start off with the Under Armour Hover Havoc Low. This shoe was amazing. It was a huge sleeper. I didn't know what to expect when I first got the shoes, and it was extremely fun to play in. Everything about the shoe was really nice. The cushion, although it was just like part EVA foam and hover in the heel, the cushion felt amazing. It had great impact protection. And for some reason, even though the forefoot area was just an EVA midsole, I didn't have any pain in my foot or like any sort of fatigue in my foot after playing in that shoe for hours on end, which was really nice. The materials, they could have been nicer, but they definitely get the job done, even though, it's just a basic mesh with fused overlays. But the materials, they got the job done. The fit was amazing on that shoe. Under Armour absolutely killed it with that shoe. Not to mention, the traction was absolutely beastly no matter what type of court I was playing on, and that's why it made it into my top 5 shoes of 2018. So the second shoe to make it into my top 5 list is the Kobe 1 Pro Trail. The Kobe 1 Pro Trail, like the name says, is a performance retro of the Kobe 1, and this is an amazing performer on court. It's definitely like an old school feeling shoe, depending on which version you get because of the materials that they use. I played in one that had ballistic mesh or some sort of mesh, and I've also played in one that has like just a regular leather. And if you guys like those old school feeling materials, this is definitely the shoe for you, because not only does it feel like an old school shoe, but it also feels like a modern shoe because of the technology that they put into it, which is that full length zoom And the full length zoom, you know, is always nice, feels amazing, gives you great responsiveness, great core feel, great, just like, oh man, it gives you great responsiveness, great core feel, and great impact protection. Like, that shoe just does it all. Not only that, the traction on this shoe was also nice. It just featured like a pretty much herringbone traction pattern, but whether you're playing on a clean court or a dusty court, you really didn't have any problems at all after you break in the traction. That shoe was definitely fun to play in. It is definitely a little bit bulkier than these other models that are in my top 5, but the Kobe 1 Protro was an amazing performer and definitely deserves a spot in my top 5 shoes of 2018. The third shoe in my top 5 of 2018 is the Lebron 16. So the Lebron 16 is basically the Lebron 15 on steroids. It's so much better, like pretty much in every aspect. The traction, they changed the traction to like this very large herringbone style traction pattern, and it's amazing. Whether I was playing on a clean court or dusty court, I really didn't have any problems whatsoever. The BattleNet 2.0 did what the Lebron 15 was supposed to do, which is, you know, offer you a lot of containment while also being just like a very nice material. So for those of you that never played in the LeBron 15, the LeBron 15 had an issue where on like lateral cuts especially, you would kind of get this tippy feeling and feel your foot roll over the footbed. And you know, that's definitely not a good situation that you want to be in. But in the LeBron 16, the BattleNet 2.0 fixed all the issues. Not only was it the materials, but it was also the fact that they added outriggers to the outsole, which is something that wasn't there on the LeBron 15. The LeBron 16 had amazing support, amazing materials, and you know, they still incorporated the Max Air plus Zoom combo setup for cushion. So you know, the cushion is amazing as well. For those of you that like impact protection, definitely this is one of the shoes that you should definitely try out because it's super fun, super bouncy, gives you a lot of impact protection, and you know, it's just a super fun shoe to play in. The only downside to this shoe is that, yeah, you know, you get a lot of impact protection and you get a lot of bounce, but you do lose a little bit of that court feel. I wouldn't say you lose a ton of court feel, but there is definitely some lag. I personally can notice a little bit of lag in my step because of the cushion setup, but honestly, it's a huge trade-off for having such nice cushion. And also the LeBron 16 had amazing fit. It's one of those shoes that fits you like a glove, and I really enjoyed playing in that shoe. So moving on to the fourth shoe in my list of 5, it is the Harden Volume 3. Adidas killed it with this shoe. You know, at first everyone was, you know, talking mad trash about the shoe, how it didn't look good. It looked like just crap basically. But you know, in hand, honestly, it looks a little better. Like, you know, I'm definitely not the biggest fan of it aesthetically, but it doesn't look bad. Like, I think it looks just fine. It looks like another Adidas basketball shoe, but the performance of the shoe is where it counts, and that's why the Harden Volume 3 is one of the best performers of 2018, like easily in this list. It has good traction, whether you're playing on a clean or dusty court. Just know that on dusty courts, you will have to wipe a little bit in order to maintain that super top-notch traction. Cushion, full-length boost, and I personally think this is the best implementation of boost in a basketball shoe ever. It gives you great responsiveness, great core feel, and great impact protection. I didn't really feel a lag in my step when I was playing in these shoes. Like, the boost is really that nice, and you know, the impact protection is there. If you guys are playing hours on end in the shoe, you guys should feel perfectly fine once you're done. The fit is also nice. I think this is like probably the best fitting Harden in my opinion. The materials roll right over your foot. You know, it's just super nice. I don't think the Harden Volume 3 lacked in support at all. If you're one of those people that did have some heel slip issues in the Harden Volume 3, then you know, this shoe is probably not up there in your top whatever of 2018. But for me, I didn't have any of those problems. So that's why the Harden Volume 3 is in my top 5. Now for the 5th shoe in my list. This is actually my personal favorite of 2018, so I guess you can consider this number 1. But this is just for me personally, it's gonna be the Kyrie 5, and let me tell you why. So first off, with the Kyrie 5, the traction is amazing. Whether I was playing on a clean court or dusty court, I really didn't have any problems. The traction does pick up a little bit of dust, but after you wipe, you maintain that great traction, which is amazing. Combine that with 4-foot zoom, and you know, Nike used a new zoom unit setup called Nike Zoom Turbo, and it's basically an articulated zoom unit that they put in the forefoot, so it bends with your foot, and it feels really, really nice. It gives you not too much bounce, it gives you a nice subtle bounce, so you maintain responsiveness and court feel, and a little bit of impact protection in the forefoot at least. In the heel, it was just a Phylon, which, you know, I wish it was zoomed, definitely feel a lot better, but it is what it is. The one thing I really liked about this cushion setup in particular is the fact that you just feel incredibly fast in the shoe. I really don't know how to explain it. You'd have to try it out to understand exactly what I mean, but I feel like I'm flying in that shoe. The materials, you know, it's just an engineered mesh, but the materials are nice and they get the job done. And the fit is probably the thing that makes me like the shoe the most. This is, in my personal opinion, the best fitting Kyrie model. The way it just hugs your foot is so incredibly nice. It really feels like you're wearing, I wouldn't say a sock because, you know, you definitely know that you're wearing a shoe, but it's just a great overall fitting shoe. And, you know, combine that with the amazing support features that it has, the Kyrie 5 was a super fun, super amazing, and incredible performer on court. Not only that, but in my opinion, I think it's the best looking Kyrie. The Kyrie 5 made me feel like I was balling out in that shoe, and, you know, it's just a super amazing performer, and it is my personal #1 pick of 2018. So those are my top 5 shoes of 2018. Let me know what your top 5 are, or your top 3 or whatever down in the comments below. You know, 2019 is just right around the corner, and I'm super excited for what 2019 has in store for basketball shoes. The Dame 5 is coming out very soon, and I really want to try those out. As always, you know, I will be putting out the performance review on these upcoming shoes. Just keep that in mind. So if you guys haven't already, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. That's pretty much it for this video. Make sure you check out this video on my left and on my right, and I'll catch you guys in 2019.